and get through mental health difficulties without being willing to have a conversation and being able to admit that we might need some help.
Prince Harry just said the one thing no one thought he ever would about Meghan Markle's past. At 41, Prince Harry has dropped a bombshell confession that has stunned the monarchy and sent shockwaves through the public. In a private yet leaked conversation, Harry admits what royal insiders have long whispered, accusing Meghan of hiding a promiscuous past involving multiple high-profile men before their marriage. Why is Harry speaking now? What triggered this brutal honesty? And how is the palace reacting behind closed doors? Stay with us. What we uncovered next will flip everything you thought you knew about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. It began with a whisper, a murmur too outrageous to be true, yet too persistent to ignore. For years, the rumors clung to Meghan Markle's name like smoke to fire, speculative, elusive, always dismissed. And yet, something always remained. A shadow of doubt, a knowing glance from palace aides, a flicker of discomfort in Prince Harry's eyes during interviews. But no one expected this, least of all from the man who had built his world around protecting her. At 41, Prince Harry has lived a life defined by duality, a prince who walked away from the palace, a husband who defied a nation, a son estranged from his father. But now, after months of quiet turmoil behind closed doors, after years of trying to prove his love in the face of relentless criticism, he has finally said something no one ever expected to hear. Not from him. Not about her. In an off-the-record conversation that quickly spiraled into a global media firestorm, Harry is said to have uttered words that even his closest allies could scarcely believe. "I knew who she was," he reportedly told a friend in frustration. "She was never innocent. She slept with who she needed to, and I was the final prize." Those around him say he looked broken when he said it. Not angry. Not bitter. Just tired. And when pressed to explain, he allegedly continued, his voice low, weighted with disappointment. "They told me. Everyone warned me. But I didn't care. I was obsessed. I thought I was different. I thought I could change her story." What followed in the hours and days afterward was chaos. Every media outlet from London to Los Angeles scrambled for confirmation. Royal watchers were stunned into silence. Meghan's closest friends either refused to comment or gave carefully crafted denials. Buckingham Palace? Stone-cold silence. But behind that silence, sources say, there was fury. For a man who spent the better part of the last decade shielding his wife from public scrutiny, Prince Harry's admission felt like a betrayal, not only to her, but to himself. Because this wasn't just about Meghan's past. It was about the future he thought he was building. A future that now hangs in the balance. What would drive a man like Harry, once so defiant, so sure, to such a breaking point? Why now? And what exactly did he mean by "everyone warned me"? To understand the gravity of this moment, you have to step back. You have to return to the very beginning, before the weddings, the interviews, the documentaries, and the transatlantic moves. Before the crown and the chaos. When Harry met Meghan, he was a man searching for purpose. He had lost his mother in the most violent, public way imaginable. He had endured years of tabloid harassment, lived in the shadow of a brother groomed for the throne, and carried the scars of a childhood lived under a microscope. Meghan, by contrast, was poised, articulate, worldly, a woman who seemed to understand fame and pain in equal measure. But she was also a woman with a past that didn't align neatly with the royal family's expectations. Hollywood insiders whispered about her ambition. Fellow actors hinted at relationships with producers and executives. There were stories of strategic friendships, late-night rendezvous, and quiet settlements. Nothing ever confirmed. Nothing ever proven. But always there, lurking. And Harry? He didn't care. At least, not then. Because Meghan offered something no one else had: escape. A chance to build a new life on his own terms, far from the judgmental corridors of Buckingham Palace. With Meghan, he found laughter again. Freedom. A sense of rebellion that didn't feel reckless, but righteous. So when the warnings came, and they did come, he ignored them. William reportedly told him to slow down. Charles asked to meet with Meghan privately. Even Camilla, never one to step too far outside protocol, allegedly advised caution. But Harry dug in. "They just don't get it," he would tell his friends at the time. "They're threatened by her. She's not one of them, and that's why I love her." The wedding was watched by millions, a perfect blend of royal tradition and modern glamour. But behind the scenes, tensions were already boiling. Staff turnover in Kensington Palace soared. Stories began leaking brides'